I think the whole weekend we were fairly happy, but not entirely happy with the car. And I think then heading into qualifying, some final changes brought it into the right window, and then we could push a bit more. So that was definitely very positive. And of course, very happy with the laps that we did, especially in Q3.
I'm pretty happy. It could have been a lot worse. So, I expected it to be even closer, honestly, into Q3. And I'd say the quali battle then was between me and Oscar. Max was too far ahead. Just they were too fast. We didn't quite just have the speed in the car today. So tough one to take. But otherwise, I think we got everything out of it. I think both Oscar did a pretty good lap, and I thought I did a pretty good lap. So just not fast enough come qualifying. But tomorrow's a new day. So
I think honestly pretty good. I think Q1 I got a nice lap on the board, and it was the first good lap I've done all weekend, so it was nice to kind of set myself a baseline for the rest of quali. I think in Q3 things felt good. My lap was pretty good, and I think Lando's lap was pretty good. So I think that was more or less all we had.
Those three around me were on the old tyres, and they were matching my lap time. So we knew they were going to be a step ahead, and I knew that I had to do something special just to even be in the fight. So wasn't very happy with Q3, but honestly anything higher than P4 was not really a possibility today, so we'll take it.
I'm very pleased with P5. It's a shame to be pleased with P5, but that's all we had today. So I'm satisfied with the performance. I'm satisfied with the performance of today and the laps in Q3. I just hope that next year we'll start on the right foot and we'll be back at winning races, because that's all I want. And let's say if we look only this weekend, it's been a good recovery from the team. We've changed massively the car from FP2 to FP3, took huge risk. It paid off, because I don't think we probably would have been P9, something around that if we didn't change the car, and I'm happy with the laps.
Definitely happier today with the car. Yesterday we had some issues in FP2. I didn't feel the front end, so we made some brave setup changes overnight, and experimenting a little bit. Everything worked fine. In FP3 we were happy with the car, and then we kept the setup for quali, and P6 a little bit unexpected, so we take it.
It's great to finish the season with a quali like this. It has been very tight, the whole quali. I think for a few thousands we almost got knocked out in Q1, and then in Q2 putting a mega lap in and going to Q3, and then decent lap in Q3 again, and good to match my best quali of the year, and hopefully tomorrow we do a good job as well and score some points.
It was honestly the lowest moment of the year yesterday. It was really a bad feeling. We were half a second of where we should be. We were a bit lost, I have to say, and we've changed everything on the car overnight, and the car today just really felt much better. It completely transformed, and we are suddenly where we should be. So big thanks to the team for their continuous support. I think even in the tough times, we stuck all together, and that makes the difference.
Very happy with getting the car in Q3. It's not been a good weekend, honestly, performance-wise. I'm actually surprised to be in the P9 on the grid. It was very competitive out there, and since FP1 Sauber, Haas, Alonso are quicker than us. So I was pessimistic, and Q3 was very good.
Very curious to see I actually exceeded track limits in last push, but I'm happy that I'm able to help him, especially with Antonelli crash. I have to revert back to the old floor, which was not ideal just before qualifying, and there was quite a lot of compromise with that.
It's a shame to miss out. It was a very, very tight session, and every millisecond counted. Ultimately, I had a bit of an interrupted, qualifying. I was on the used set in the first run, and then as a result, it was a very big jump to go onto the new, like 0.4 of a second, which is tough to use all the grip you gain out there. So, the car has the pace. I just didn't quite put the lap together, but it's, like you said, it's very tight.
There was a tenth between P6 and P15, so you can imagine how tight it was. One of the tightest qualis in history for sure. And I was just in the middle of that gap, so could have gone both ways. For sure, I can find 1,000, 8,000 in my lap if I go again. But the same would everyone be thinking. I think the important thing is, since Q1 before Q1 we looked more like a Q1 car. After Q1 we looked more like a Q3 car, and in the end we settled for P12, which I think is more or less where the car's been all weekend.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I think we had a very quick car, and I think we just played it a bit too conservative today. We took 3 sets in Q1, which honestly we didn't need to do, and I think it's hurt us. We missed Q3 by such a small margin, and yeah, taking a used tyre there is not ideal before the last run. So it's frustrating, but something I think we'll learn from, and definitely I'll learn from going into next year.
Obviously very frustrating. I struggle a lot with the rear in Q2, and just difficult. Just also between Q1 I went much quicker than Q2, and just really struggling to understand what happened there.
We were looking good for Q3, and then I had a bit of a messy turn 14. Yeah, I lost time there. I probably lost like 1/10, and then it's super tight. I think we missed Q3 by less than 1/10, so that's where it got away from us.
I think most of the lap was good enough to get through. I just didn't finish it.
And how different did the car feel after the rebuild and the great job the team did, obviously, this morning?
The team did a mega job. They deserve better for sure.
Small margins and just fell the wrong side of it. Had a bit of traffic in sector 3 on the final lap. Lost about 1/10 and a half in the last corner, and that was the difference.
Did you feel like you were chasing it a bit, or was it really just down to the traffic and those unfortunate scenarios?
I mean, we were fine. We were looking good in FP2 and FP3, and I wouldn't say chasing it, but it's so close out there. Basically, you can't afford a mistake, and the last corner was a bit messy.
I feel we just tripped over ourselves. We just tanked it ourselves. Being the last car out there, having kind of a little bit too cold tires, then having a lot of traffic on the lap. Somehow, I don't know. It was just slipping through our fingers there with these fine margins.
I think both laps were very strong. I was very happy with them. Felt quite good, to be fair. Lacking a tiny bit to sneak through to Q2. So I think since yesterday we were almost 2 seconds off. We managed to make quite big changes and got the car in a very good place. Actually, I just feel we're lacking, overall performance, and with these small margins, fortunately it wasn't enough.
Tricky. I couldn't really find the grip or the pace, and just struggled all day. To be honest, since FP3 I couldn't really get the balance I wanted, and quali was again very difficult. So I need to understand a few things, but yeah, just not the quali I was expecting.